If you want this school year to be the year you actually become the girl you've always wanted to be, this is exactly what you need to do before school starts. This is the It Girl's Guide to School. Welcome back to school, angels. Class is officially in session because last year I taught you how to get straight A's, and this year we're covering back to school essentials, confidence habits, and overall that girl energy, because being that girl in school isn't just about your GPA. Before we get started, send us to your school BFF because becoming that girl is a lot more fun with a friend. Now let's start with designing your school self blueprint, deciding who you want to be this year. We're gonna do a super fun little activity and make a school year self character sheet. When you think about that girl in the school year, what does she do? What are her top morning habits? Is she gua shaing her face, doing her skincare, drinking a little cup of tea before school? Is she waking up early so she has time for a nice morning routine? Go through your entire school day from start to finish and decide on which changes you want to make and how you can realistically make them. I'm gonna pop some questions up on the screen that you can screenshot or save so you can come back to this later so you can really remember and gain clarity on this, because honestly, if you don't have a clear vision in mind, you'll just be working towards an invisible goal. And the key premise here is you don't become this ideal school version of yourself by just thinking about it really hard. You become her by copying the behaviors that your ideal self would do until they're second nature, until they're a habit. Now, if you're looking at the sheet and it's completely different from like what you currently do and how you operate on a daily basis right now, it can feel really overwhelming to think about changing your entire life all at once. So instead of making like a 27-step routine, pick 3 non-negotiables. Some good ideas are a constant bedtime, maybe like 10 p.m. on school nights, like get that beauty sleep and then you can wake up at a reasonable time every day. Another idea could be incorporating a workout or movement each day, especially if you're not currently in a sport, and picking out your outfit the night before every day so that you aren't scrambling in the morning trying to get ready. Lastly, for this part, we're making a not this year list. Basically things you will not tolerate, habits you will not be doing, and I'm talking about like procrastinating, having a deadline that you know about for months but then not actually working towards it until like the last possible second, negatively comparing yourself to others, waiting to be invited instead of initiating plans, buying things just because they're trendy and not because you truly are aligned with them and want them, or like abandoning your routine after one bad day or one day off of it. Now that we have a solid idea of who we're becoming, it's time to move on to the fun part, back to school essentials, because of course your dream self needs a back to school wish list. Here are all the things that actually make a difference for back to school, or the things that were truly life-saving for me. In terms of school supplies, we obviously need some good notebooks. The decomposition books were always my favorite in school. Planner, oh my goodness, I don't know if I would have survived school without one. Please get yourself a planner. Write all your deadlines in there, schedule in when you're going to do your homework, schedule in your after school activities. It's so much easier to see your life and your schedule at a glance and have a good overview of it rather than just like showing up each day hoping for the best. Pens and pencils, and it's always more fun having cute ones. It'll make you want to use it even more, as well as a cute pencil case. It's even fun to use like a little makeup pouch for this. Water bottle, die hard essential for me. I love Hydro Flask, and I just got my first Owala, and you'll obviously need a good backpack as well. I always loved the Kanken backpacks. For your wardrobe, it's so good to have like a go-to outfit formula, something that's super repeatable, so you don't have to buy like an entirely new wardrobe for back to school, but you can focus on the core pieces that are going to really help you make a lot of outfits. And for me, this is like jeans, a cute top, and a pair of sneakers. You can do a variation of this combo every single day at school. And then in the colder months, you know, throw a sweater on top or a sweatshirt. My pro tip here is making a Pinterest board. So rather than buying like a bunch of random pieces, you have a cohesive vision of your back to school style. For beauty, I always loved like doing my makeup before school. It was just another thing that helped me feel put together and like more confident. And if that's also the case for you, having a good little go-to, like a literal 5-minute makeup routine can be really great. Find what really suits your features and save a little bit of extra time in the morning so that you have the time to get ready without feeling rushed. You also want to be smelling good. Like this is a huge thing in school. Wear your deodorant. My favorites for years have been Mega Babe and Wild, which is what I've been using recently. I also really recommend bringing like a little mini deodorant so you can touch up throughout the day, and then having a really yummy smelling perfume that's like your signature scent, and you can throw it on every single day and just smell amazing, because when you smell good, you feel good. Honestly, my motto is if there's something that's going to make you more excited about school, to do your work, do your notes, and show up every day, and it's something you genuinely love and will use for a long time, it's worth buying. Now, if you're anything like me, there's a lot of things you want, and over time you see a lot of cute things, you're taking screenshots, but then when it's time to actually make a wish list, you literally blank and can't remember anything you've ever wanted. This is why I was so excited to find Sorted. It's basically like Pinterest for wish lists. And thank you, Sorted, for sponsoring today's video. This is such a perfect tool to use for back to school time because you can literally literally save things from anywhere. You can compile all of your dream school supplies in one place, from clothing to accessories to school supplies, and easily send it to your family members, your parents, or even your friends if you kind of want to compare. I'm currently working on my fall wish list because I am already seeing so many things that I like want to get this fall. So the way it works is if I'm just like browsing on Safari, from any page you're on, you can save it straight to a sorted wish list instead of taking another screenshot to add to your camera roll. It's literally so much fun to just like think about all the fun, cute things you want and compile them into these cute lists. You can also get notified when there are price drops on things, which is such a useful feature. So when something you've been eyeing goes on sale, you'll be the first to know. I've already been having such a great time with it, so if you want to check it out, you can click the link in my description to download it. It's completely free. You can make your own back to school or fall wish list. Now let's talk about confidence for a sec. I don't think there's a single person on earth who hasn't struggled with comparing themselves and potentially feeling inadequate compared to peers, friends, other people in your class. But my first biggest tip for this is to stop monitoring yourself. Like literally, there are times when I have to just tell myself, stop thinking so much about yourself right now. It's so easy to get in your head about things. And to this day, I struggle with this, but if you can kind of stop yourself in your tracks and break the pattern, I promise it will be better for you. That means if you get a thought that's like, do I look okay? Like, is there something weird about my outfit? Am I being awkward? Like, what do other people think of me? I truly realized that the most confident version of myself and of anyone I know isn't thinking about themselves constantly like that. It's kind of just like letting a moment pass and going forward. That's all you can do. Dwelling doesn't change anything. It doesn't help anything. So in that way, I feel like confidence is like getting out of your own head. And I just remind myself, like, everyone feels like this. This is normal, but it doesn't mean we have to sit in this. Second, keep promises to yourself. This is the fastest way to build confidence. It's like proving to yourself you can trust yourself. So this will build self-trust, self-love, self-respect. What this looks like on a daily basis is if you say you're going to wake up at 7, you wake up at 7. If you say you're going to get out of your comfort zone this year and be a part of some more clubs at school, you're going to do it. What's cool is even if you feel like you can't be confident, like you're just like, no, I'm not that type of person. This is like a way to build confidence without even having to like think about it, because every time you do something you say you're going to do, you actually build this vault of evidence to your brain. It's like hacking confidence. And lastly, practice being socially brave. Do things even if you don't feel ready yet. Raise your hand in class, even if it's scary. Introduce yourself to your neighbor. Wear the cute outfit. Like, I know it's easy to kind of be in our comfort zone even with outfits at school and feel a little out of place if you're like a little bit more dressed up, but like, girl, wear the outfit, feel cute, feel confident. Confidence usually comes after the scary thing, not before. But once you do it, you see like it wasn't that bad. Let's talk about some social skills. This is basically about taking confidence and like flipping it outward. As a natural introvert, this is something that doesn't come the easiest to me. Like, I have to push myself a little bit to do it, but always so rewarding when you do, because I remind myself that I'm just sitting there like quietly, even though I'm super polite and sweet and like I know that other people will be like, okay, she's mean, like why isn't she talking to me? She doesn't like me. Like, I don't want to ever go off that impression. I have to remind myself of that. Make the first move. Like, if there's someone that you think seems cool, you guys would be such great friends, you totally love their vibe, you don't have to just like hope in your head, like, I hope one day they like want to be my friend. Try sitting next to them one day, sit next to them at lunch, make some small talk, ask them about their class, and friendships can naturally like bloom that way. The whole idea here is stop waiting to be invited. Next, become someone who creates plans. I feel like there's some sort of bystander effect within friend groups, social groups, where everyone is kind of waiting for someone else to make the move and then nobody does, and you have the power to initiate. You can orchestrate group hangouts, you can ask a friend to get coffee and pick a certain date and time. You don't have to wait for someone else to make the move, and you don't need everyone to like think you're cool. You just need a good core group of people that you enjoy being around, that you align with, you vibe with, and that's like what really matters. By being your authentic self, by showing up at school ready to talk and engage, and literally just being true to yourself, you will naturally kind of find people who fit with you, who vibe with you, whose personalities you like. It's truly quality over quantity when it comes to friends and people in your circle. Also, always remember to be genuinely interested in people, and instead of trying to impress them, like, ask people questions, show genuine interest in their lives. Remember details about them, like follow up with them. Remember when it's their birthday. That's what makes you truly be a great friend. Now, my little social mini challenge for this section is, for the first few weeks of a new school year, or really at any time, literally just challenge yourself to talk to one new person a day. This can be a great way to build confidence and kind of show yourself that like you're allowed to just talk to people. Now, we need to talk about romanticizing your school year. This could not be more important, and it can be really hard. I think the idea of school can be really fun sometimes. Then when we actually get to school, we're like, oh my god, this is kind of miserable. So the whole idea here is creating things you can actually look forward to. One thing I always loved doing in school was, after I finished my homework for the day, the whole rest of the night after that was going to be a self-care night for me. So like, I get my homework done, okay, great, I'm going to dry brush, take a nice shower, have my essential oils, do my red light therapy therapy, make a cup of tea, and read a book. Like the most perfect night I could possibly imagine. It made me want to like work harder at my school so I could finish it and have a good nice night. But we're not just romanticizing like after school. We want to actually romanticize the process of school too, and my favorite way for doing this has always been firstly making a Pinterest board. It's just really fun to get excited about like all the fun things, all of your favorite parts of school. Think about like football games, events, clubs, making new friends, getting to wear your cute back to school outfits and use all of your fun school supplies. And then when motivation is lacking, my favorite thing to do, especially during college, was think about my vision board and like have my vision board be my wallpaper. I'm thinking about what I'm working towards. Like, why am I doing all of this and why am I working so hard? What do I want my future to look like? And what will these good grades, this diploma, this degree eventually get me? Because thinking about my ambitions and my eventual desires in life was always more powerful and could always outweigh the pain that school would sometimes inevitably cause. Make yourself a school year bucket list. So this could be like try a new cafe around your area, go back to school shopping, create your new signature style for school, you know, sports games, school events, like everything. And that's another way to get really excited about it. Also find media so helpful for romanticizing school. So I had a playlist that was my romanticizing school playlist. Every day I would put it on, and then I built like an association between school and the playlist. Same thing with watching school related media that's like fun and gets you excited. We all know the classics. Okay, Gilmore Girls, of course. Gossip Girl, my favorite. The Legally Blonde movies. Also the show Elle just came out, and that's where she's in high school. So we've already kind of mentioned this, but just having clothes that you love to wear that you're excited about, pretty school supplies that make you want to do your work, like a note-taking method that works for you, romanticizing your study dates, romanticizing your routines, lighting candles when you study using your diffuser. It's genuinely just about you putting the intention behind it. Every single day waking up with the intention of making it a great day, embracing whatever comes your way, living in the moment and finding any little moment of joy or happiness you can throughout your day. We've covered a lot, but the last thing I want to talk about is the importance of not making the pursuit of becoming that girl for the school year a perfectionism project. I don't want you to have like one bad day or mess up on your goals or your habits and then think, well, I'm back to square one, might as well scrap everything. No matter how far off track you get, you always have the ability to get back on track, to reshape your life and decide the direction you want to be on. You also don't need to feel pressure to do any habits that you see others doing if you don't want to actually do them. You don't need to be like the clean girl aesthetic just because you see that online. And when I use the word that girl, I'm literally just talking about the version of yourself that you want to be. It's all in your hands. Like the power's within you. So there's genuinely no pressure to be any certain type of way other than how you want to be. Because I know I feel my best when I'm doing these habits, when I'm romanticizing things, when I'm making the most of them and embracing them. And these are all the ways that I loved doing that in school. I really hope you found the tips in this video helpful. Comment below your top tip for feeling like the best version of yourself in the school year. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you found it helpful and you want to stick around my channel, and comment this emoji if you watched up until the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.